Hello, this is Dave Gimberline with Kata for Self-Defense and Shoto-Ryu Goshinjutsu. Welcome to my hallway workout. This might be the last hallway workout. I thought that a lot of people might not have rooms in their houses, but they maybe had hallways. And so far, most people have said they don't have a hallway in their house that's long enough to do anything in. So anyway, today we're going to do one of my favorite drills. It's called a 5-count drill, and we're going to have another drill after that, which has either 5 or 7 counts, depending on what you count. And we're going to do some warm-up first. So, right? And pick up one foot. Go around with your ankle and toes. Switch other way. Other foot. Other way. Feet together, around with your knees. Other way. Feet apart, around with your hips. Switch. One arm. Switch. Other arm. Switch. And swinging it back and forth a little bit. Forearm across. Arm across. Pick up your heels. Put one leg in front. Swing your leg up. Touch your hands 5 times. 1, 7 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Try a crescent kick. Put out your one hand, probably your left. Swing your right leg up to get your palm. 1, swing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Switch feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And squatting. Put your hands on the floor, straighten your leg, squat, straighten, squat, straighten, squat, straighten, and squat. Put your feet out behind you and arch. Push back. Touch your chest to the floor. Forward again. Pull your feet in. Squatting. And keep it arch. If you have room to go sideways, go sideways. If you have to turn, make it fit. Stretch down and forward. Back. Push your hips forward. Down. Back. Breathe. Down. Exhale. Back. Reach over one shoulder. Switch. Side. And switch. Straighten one leg, thrusting. Switch. Switch. Stretching deep. Ball your foot. Drop your hip. Reach up. Open the arms. Twist. Hook over your shoulder. Touch your head to your front foot. And switch feet. Thrusting deep. Ball your foot. Drop. Reach up. Open the arms. Twist. Over your shoulder. Head to your instep. And turning underneath. Straight leg squat. Switch. 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 And switch. Stay on the side. Rotate all the way over. Stretch the outside of your thigh. Breathe deep. Back. Over. Back. Over. And back. Switch. Over the other side. Rotate all the way over. Stretch the outside of your thigh. Back. Over. Back. Over. Back. Over. And back. Pull your feet in, squatting. Straighten your legs. Stretch down. Roll up. Run with your hip. Switch. Side, side. Let's try a couple exercises. Start with your feet apart a little bit. You can have them together if you're very flexible. Touch your hands to the floor and walk your hands out and arch. And while you're there, see if you can squeeze your hamstrings and hip or butt muscles to pick your legs up off the floor. Then walk your feet in with your legs straight and your hands out. Squeeze. Walk your hands in. Walk your hands out. Walk your feet in and up. Whew. Take a deep lunging step forward. Switch. Arms up. Arms up. Take a step. Twist to the outside. Take a step. Twist to the outside. Shake out your legs a little bit. Squeeze one knee up into your chest. Switch. 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 And switch. Reach around behind. Grab an ankle. Switch. Switch. And switch. Shake it out. Turn student uniforms. Just a few techniques to warm up. Bow, second position, left arm, left leg forward, and gated badai. Aight. We'll try to make 4 steps and see how that goes. Step and punch head. 1, oizuki. 2, 3, 4. Backwards rising block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Forwards outside block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Backwards inside block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moving forward, knife hand block back stance. 1, Coil, block. 2, 3, 4. Backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Forwards. I like to do these again. 1, 2, 3. Pull down into your back leg. 4. Backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. High up for a second. Shake your legs again. Still just warming up. So anything that needs shaking or stretching, feel free to do. Some kicks. Moving forward. Let's do front kick, counter punch. 1, Maegeri, Gyakuzuki. 2, 3, 4. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn. Try Maegeri, Gyakuzuki. Make sure your foot's going to clear the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finishing up the legs. We're going to try side thrust. I want you to pick your knee up high, like a front snap or side snap, and then pivot and thrust. And this will be from fighting position. Arms up. 1, coil, thrust. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to try back thrusts without the spin. Just because if you're not used to them, I don't think you should be spinning in the hallway until you're a little more stable. So start in a front stance. I have my right leg in front. You're going to kick your heel up, stick your butt back, and thrust. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. High up. Okay, now we're going to start with the 5 count drill. As I mentioned, it's one of my favorite drills. On the surface, it's very simple, and yet I think it teaches you a lot. So I'm going to try to stick with our 4 repetitions here because we don't have a lot of room. And this is an excellent drill for the hallway, but it maybe is a little difficult to see what I want you to do. So I will demonstrate sideways here one time. You're going to twist your hip and jab. That's 1. Counter punch 2. Pull your feet together 3. Step forward with the same foot you just moved 4, 5. So you have big hip rotation, pull your feet together, big hip rotation, big hip rotation. Okay? So that's going to be the drill. There are 5 counts. At this point, just try to move your hands and feet and turn your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn. Time to punch out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn. This time, as you go back and forth across the floor, I want you to see if you can keep your body structure stable. So I do not want you to wiggle. I want this to stay stable on this count, on this count, on this count, on this count, and on this count. Like there is a stick running up and down your spine, or like somebody's holding you from the top of your head and dangling your spine underneath it. Keep this part together. Keep your shoulders stable, your hips stable, so they all move together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Bend your legs. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn. Now punch out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn. Now, every time you move, I want you to imagine that your center is throwing the technique away from you. Still keep your shoulders down, still stay relaxed. But from here, your idea is throw, throw, throw. Still from here, throw, throw. So use your legs to generate the shock and throw the energy away from you each time. The count for quite a while is going to be pretty slow and steady because you're in no hurry. So take your time, subtle each position, relax your shoulders. Throw the energy forward. 1, throw. 2, throw. Right here, throw. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn other way. Counter punch out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn. High up. Rest for just a second. Shake out your legs. I want to encourage you to keep your knees bent and your joints soft. So you should be Soft and pliable all the time, not stiff. Not stiff in the middle when your feet come together here. Not stiff on any of these. Not stiff. Your leg is useful. Your leg is pliable all the time. So the next part, I want you to work on your drawing arm. And as I've sort of talked about before, it's not just a drawing arm, a hikite pulling back all by itself. It's a drawing body. Your body pulls together. And this helps you do it. Specifically, it helps drop the pressure to your heel at the end of the technique. So this brings up I guess I'm going to tell you two things. One is this really cool sensation that I enjoy, is that my body is driving forward into the target this way, and yet there's a sensation of it pulling into my back foot this way. So even though your frame goes forward, your body pulls together. Then it does it again, pull. 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 And with that, I just demonstrated, and hopefully you saw, your foot and your hands match. So I'm going to pull into my back foot, pull, pull. Now your feet and your hand matches. Pull, pressure down, pull, pull. So when the hand gets to your hip, that's the end of your technique. See if you can get it as we move forward. Left leg forward, counter punch out. Think about pulling, grabbing onto a handle, pull down through your center into your back foot. That is your initiation and your finish. 1, pull, hit. 2, pull, hit. 3, pull. 4, pull. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that idea that your body is throwing the energy away is still in there. Without it, your technique becomes kind of lifeless. It starts to get rid of the forward energy. But by pulling backwards, you're constraining and directing your energy. So it still throws out, but it also pulls down and in. 1, pull. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, pull. 3, pull. 4, 5. Turn the way. Counter punch out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn. Up. I'm going to talk for just a second again. So, I should probably mention, especially when you're first learning, with each kime, with each squeeze, is a little bit of exhale. So, some people make too big a deal out of this. And that's not a good idea. But worse is holding your breath. That's a bad, bad way to do karate. You want your whole body to expand and contract, and as it does that, a little bit of air will come out. So best is to let the expansion contraction of your muscles do that. Second best is to breathe each time on purpose. And kind of they help each other. On a day when you're feeling really tight, you start to exhale a little bit. It helps you relax. When you learn to squeeze, the release is an inhale, even though I didn't consciously go in the first place. And that happens a lot. So let's talk about this particular drill here. I'm going squeeze, and if I release now, air comes back in. Squeeze, and again, it's not really hard, but if I release, air comes back in. squeeze, air comes back in, squeeze, air comes back in, squeeze, air comes back in. So too much air kind of screws up your muscle squeeze. Not enough air deprives you of energy, and eventually you'll get weak or pass out. So you have to breathe. Also, I guess since I just demonstrated this, you do not go squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release. But sometimes you have to learn that way, or you stay too tense. So, myself included, I struggle with being too tense. And no matter what you tell people, sometimes they don't relax, they don't relax, they don't relax. So this particular drill is really good for teaching that. You just pull into your center, let the weight flow all the way to the floor, and then you do your next technique. The release is your forward movement. So to demonstrate that, I guess just from standing, you can go 1, 2, 3, but that's not a good idea. That's wasted time, wasted energy. The end of this squeeze, right here, right here, right here, is that next motion. There's no inhale and then go, except as you call it a directional inhale, a directional release towards the target. And that was the only way that I learned to be quick and sharp. I was always naturally tense and slow. And as we do more of this drill, 95% of which is slow, it will teach you to go quickly and sharply. I guess I would say the same thing about the kata hangetsu that taught me to be quick and sharp, even though it is all slow. So what I want to point out next on this 5-count drill is all 5 counts. Your goal is to feel the same. Not to feel out, back, up, out, back, or to feel like your balance changes. This side, this side, this side, this side. You want them all to be the same. You're going to pull to the center, 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 center. Each time, try to make each technique feel the same. It will really help if you keep your structural stable and if you pull at your drawing arm. So here we go again. Left leg forward, counter punch out. 1, down to the floor. 2, down to the floor. 3, feel the same. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, turn. So in the middle there, I had that little stutter. For those of you that have taken classes with me, that means I was thinking about something else, like what we're going to do next, or a correction that I usually make. This happened to be 2. I was thinking of a correction and I was thinking about what we're going to do next. The correction has to do with your shoulder socket moving. It stays the same. So a mistake is pulling the shoulder back and then throwing it forward. So it'd be 1, pull it back, 2, throw it forward, 3, pull it back, 4, 5. And I know a lot of us were taught that, especially in the olden days, 70s, 80s, because bigger technique was better. But it really makes for an unstable, position in your shoulder. And the best example I had was somebody asked me about this because they were sure that was what they were taught. And I said, you know, I think we used to do that, but the problem is your intended target is here, right? So by the time you get there, you can get your shoulder into place. But what if somebody moves? What if they move? What if you move? What if you have to punch and you're not ready? Your shoulder's back and you make contact here. There's no strength here. This is out of position, where if it's in the front part of your body, it's a good position. And he agreed. I mean, I just had to show him one time, touch his hand. He couldn't move it. And when I caught him early, because his body wasn't in a position to back up the hit. So, in thinking of that, there are people now talking about bands of fascia and loading them, stretching them, loading them, getting these reflexes. I believe that that's true. And it happens, let's say, I want to say a little more isometrically than it does on the outside. So I don't, if let's say I'm not going to rotate my hip, I'm just going to stay here. I don't want you to load your arm back here and then throw it forward. Even if they can say, oh yeah, there's some strength there. But I do want you to load it. I do want you to squeeze. It's pulling, 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 and it releases, boom, and it goes back the other way. That dynamic is there with your drawing arm and your punching arm all the time. So anyway, one more set of these with the nice easy counts, and then we'll do the next part. So try, please, to make your shoulders stable and calm. Make sure they're equal with your hips. Make sure you turn your hips. It gets a little too easy if you don't. So this is kind of a drill, not always for practicality, but a drill in movement. Left leg forward, counter punch out. Pull into your back foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn the way. Okay, the next part. So far, all of the kime we have done, all of the times we pulled our body together to focus and make impact, has been in a stationary position with 2 feet on the ground. As it happens, if my intent is to go from here to here, a lot of times, halfway through, or at some random point, you hit the target, you might not have the option of having both feet down, and you might not want that. So we're going to work our way up to that. For those people who are having difficulty, I want you to continue to go 1, 2, 3, squeeze, 4, 5. If people are starting to get that, where you're kimeing with your feet together, you do the same thing, but you're going to keep your heel up, and you go slightly past halfway. So you go 1, squeeze, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a stepping stone to learn to kime while your foot is moving. So you're moving, 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 and my foot didn't have to stop for me to kime this hand in the middle, and then your last couple punches. And this is going to be true of all the punches. You can vary when your feet move, when your hand moves, when you make contact. So most of you, same drill. The foot that's moving, you're just going to keep it up and then continue forward. So it might be like a cat stance, but really it's just 2/3 of the way through your technique, or slightly past halfway. Counter punch out. 1, squeeze. 2, 3. Squeeze with your heel up. Settle. Wrap this arm in. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, squeeze, heel up, heel up, heel up. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I went too many counts that time. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn. We're going to go again. As we do this now, I would usually stop counting each one, and I'd make a rhythm with my hands. So I would say 1, and you do 5 techniques. And it's hard for me to do when I'm trying to count and demonstrate and supervise. But the idea is you want the count to be like a metronome that's always the same. There's no beginning, there's no end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. And it doesn't have to be this fast, it could be slower, but the metronome idea will start to help you relax your shoulders, help relax your mind, help start to make techniques more consistent. So see if you can feel that as I count. I'm going to try to keep a steady rhythm on all 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I did too many again. Turn. All right, now try, see if you can do it the same, and don't let that foot that's moving stop in the middle. Your punch is going to stop, your kime is going to come together, but your foot's just going to keep sliding. Doesn't have to be quick. It'll be a little out of sync from what you're used to. See how it goes. Counter punch out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn the way. All right, now I'm going to count once, and you're just going to move 5 times. Ready? 1, pull, 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 2, 3, 4, turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, turn. So, although I'm doing 4, give or take, in the hallway here, and when I teach it to a group, it's so much nicer to be able to do 8 or 10 in a row, and then turn and do them again, and then turn and do them again. It gives you more time to settle into the rhythm and the mindset. So, this is a drill. I think it's fantastic. I think that you can do it longer, more. You can start over and do it again. Maybe do it every other week, once a month, something. It depends on what you're trying to learn. But at first, I guess I did this at least once a week for a while. I believe that I made this drill up to help get my body to be more stable and more consistent, and to really embrace the expansion contraction of karate movement. Kata should do that. But kata isn't the same move over and over and over again. It's kind of the beauty of Kihon. Some people are doing away with Kihon, for that matter. Some people do away with kata. I think they're both very, very important. And I think you should keep doing them. So here we go again. We're going to go down and back. And I want you to try to go a little bit faster each time. So faster than me or faster than you were going before. Ready? Counter punch out. 1, 2, 3. Make sure your legs are moving. 4. Legs, legs, legs. Turn. Use your drawing arm. 1. Shoulders calm. 2. 3. 4. Turn. We're going to try to go a little faster. After the first one or two, I'll see if I can go with speed. Actually, we'll see. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn. High up, high rest. Well, so that was the 5-count drill. Next is a drill that I don't have a name for. It could be the 7-count drill because it starts with 7 counts, but it quickly devolves into 4 counts or 2 counts or 3. It is, but I almost always do it on the same day as I do the 5-count drill because it has some of the same concepts in mind, that you're using your legs, that you're moving through center, that all your techniques should start to feel the same. So the 7 counts here are going to be jab, counter, jab. 1, 2, 3, front kick. You stay sideways, front kick with your front leg. 4, 5. Kick with your back leg. 6, 7. 7 counts. So we're going to do that a few times to warm up or to get yourself in the groove. From the side here, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, hold the recoil, 5, 6, hold the recoil, 7. Okay, 7 counts. Counter punch out. 1, 2, 3, squeeze, front kick, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the idea that your body is the same and consistent as you're moving is the same in both drills. And something I didn't emphasize in the 5-count drill that I normally do is your direction of energy from your heel, maybe you can't see, from your heel to the back of your butt in sort of a triangle right here to your arm is consistent. So in the 5-count drill, it should go 1, like a straight line on the inside, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should not switch from side to side. 1, my butt's out of alignment. 2, 3, who knows what it does. 4, it's out of alignment again. 5. So a big part of that drill is trying to figure out how to stay centered in the front and in the back. Specifically, from here to the floor. The other day I did a demonstration of putting your hand on the wall and picking your foot up. Partially that's because your center pulls together, but partially it's because this part is in control of driving forward and directing my energy. The same is true in a front kick. This part holds you and drives you into the target. And so in this drill, we'll do the first count, the first 3 techniques. So it's jab, counter, jab. 1, jab, counter, jab. Now you're going to use your drawing arm, this drawing arm, to squeeze and this to squeeze as you pick your heel up. Squeeze, 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 go. Do not pull your hip back and then try to kick. It is perfectly acceptable to lean so that this stays forward as you kick, and then you punch. And then that same area is going to stay in control on the second kick and punch. So, Sensei Pissarro used to talk a lot about triangles in your body, triangles from your center to the target, triangles in your inner thighs, triangles in your triangular prism, kind of from your knee to your foot, that hold you for stability rather than a straight line. There are triangles everywhere. And one of these triangles is underneath your butt cheeks, in your upper inner thighs. They're going to hold you. So you're going to go 3 punches. 1, jab, counter, jab. That's in line, that's in line, that's in line. Squeeze this more. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn. So I want you to hold the recoil. And so I get questions sometimes that I think are strange, but people in different parts of the world, different regions, different styles, learn different things. And some things that were emphasized to me as being basic, they've never heard of. And like one guy wrote, he was trying to take a brown belt test or something, and I told him to use his legs, make sure he used his legs when he punched. He said, why would I think of my legs when I punch? He had just never heard that before. So whatever he's doing is significantly different than what I was taught to do. One of these things is to hold your recoil. And I've talked about this a little bit before. I want you to make pressure from here to here to here to the floor this way on your recoil. Every time. Squeeze, go. And you don't hold it in real life, but while you're learning, that gives you a base and control of your balance. So many people, even in my region, even in my style, kick and drop their foot every time. And if you ever break it down and say, I want you to hold your foot, you're going to go 1 and hold. They go 1 and their foot drops because they've never taught their muscles to do that. So this reestablishes your base and lets you move for your next technique. It gives you directions. Also gives you some options. I might, after kicking here, decide I have to kick again, decide I have to shift off to the side, decide I have to block. But that keeping that knee up, keeping that leg up gives me that option. But it's not just keeping your knee up. So in the old days, when the masters used to come from Japan to teach, that was kind of the only instruction. Knee up, knee up, knee up. And they would, knee up, knee up, knee up, and then punch. And later, I believe it was Sensei Nishiyama, but it could have been Pissarro, that talked about making this pressure back to the floor as just a basic concept for any snap technique. Expand, contract, go. And then you drive off your new base. And if you can start to get that, it really helps things. So we will go back this way. Did I already go this way? Maybe not. I'll go this way. Oh, and so the other thing that I mentioned back when I was doing the count is this wrap right here relates to your inner thighs. Wrap, wrap. So in a basic front kick with a counter punch, If you see this arm come out this way, it generally means their center is releasing and their torso is also collapsing. If you can get people to squeeze, squeeze a little extra, squeeze, squeeze, it gives them a direction. Your inner arm matches your inner thighs. Okay, so that's kind of an important thing to know. It will help with this particular drill. Right arm out. 3 punches. 1, pull, 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 down into the floor. 2, squeeze. 3, punch. 4, squeeze. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On both those recoils, please squeeze your arm a little more. 1, 2, squeeze. 3, 4, squeeze. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A few more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn. Okay, I'm going to change the count again. Three counts. The idea is after you do your first recoil, you're charging. You're releasing all of your energy into the target. It's going to change the rhythm. So, first count, 3 punches. 1, 2, hold, go. 3, ba, ba, ba. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, again, where I bobbled, I was thinking, and my thought was that in class, I would turn sideways and demonstrate this more. Especially after that first kick, your next series flows forward towards the target. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, now down, 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 down. Not enough room here to do right sideways, but the feeling down to the floor, 45, down through your front leg, from your center, whatever you can think. You go 1, ba, ba, ba. Keep your hip sideways. 2, drive down, 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 down. It will help get a good solid direction with your legs. Counter punch out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Center, center, center. Ba, ba, ba. 1, 2, 3. Try one count. Take your time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it up. I rest. So, repetitive training, like we did today, with the 5-count drill, and then the drill after that, taught me to move better. So some people are very natural athletes, natural karateka, and if they have been corrected once in a while, they just pick it up right away. Some of them pick it up even if they don't get corrected. They just, body falls into the right way to move. I had to constantly create drills or embrace drills to teach me to do the right thing. So a lot of these I made up for myself to improve me, and it turns out that other people benefit from it also. Some of the drills I learned from somebody else, and it is very difficult to always remember what I learned from somebody else and what I created or what I recreated from something I remembered from a long time ago. So when I can, I try to give credit to the people that taught me. I am very thankful that I had access to excellent instruction. And so I hope that you will all stay safe, stay healthy, and continue training. Let me know if there's more hallway drills you want me to do. Some people say that they don't have access to their computer or phone in the hallway, so it doesn't do them any good. I get that. There's probably one more drill I want to do here where I use the walls, because in my living room and stuff, I don't have any empty walls to use for stability or targets. But if you have other ideas about concepts or classes that you want to see, please put them in the comments underneath, or email me at gimberline@hotmail.com. Thank you much.